Good morning, everybody. Sunny out here today. February 19th, 2019, Saturday, 8:40 a.m. What'd I say? What'd I say? Whatever I said, I should have said February 9th, 2019, Saturday, 8:40 a.m. If that's not what I said before, then please make the correction in your brain. If it is what I said before, remove the duplication in your brain. It is 10 degrees out right now. We have a high of 28 coming today. Extremely sunny. Boy, is it sunny. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I didn't see anything about precipitation. So it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day to, at least, if nothing else, look out the window. If you can bundle up enough, send the kids outside, play a little bit or whatever. Keep an eye on them, make sure they don't get frostbitten. But if you can get outside and enjoy it safely, please do. It is, like I said, a gorgeous day. It's just really cold. But we've had really cold before. It's not as cold as it has been. It is not as cold as it's going to get at some point in time, but it is pretty cold. Chilly. Certainly is a challenge to get naked. Don't want to do it outdoors. Let's see now. I don't think I heard any devastating or worthwhile news last night. I do know. Okay, so let's go with this. So AOC had this fifth grade plan for whatever the Green Deal crap is that she's trying to push about government taking over everything. Wanting to get rid of airlines by making mass transit so pervasive that airlines will not be needed. New York has picked a smart one there. I would believe that I believe she was a bartender, and I believe she probably partook of her product way too much. But anyway, after presenting that to people in a serious manner, it was not like she was being satirical or anything. She really believes this crap. A guaranteed basic income for people who choose not to work. That's the wording in her plan. Choose not to work, or unwilling to work. Congressional whores. I don't know what to say about them other than they're just, like I said, New York picked a winner. I think she's a one-term wonder. If New Yorkers have any kind of common sense about them at all, and that's a stretch. But considering what their governor is doing and all that. But anyway, so she put forth this plan on her website, and she went out and told people this. I mean, she had a verbal, she verbally expressed this to people and all. And after being so mercilessly mocked for her retarded ideas, she had to take that page off of her website. So if you try to go find it now, it says 404 webpage not found, because she was just being so terribly mocked for this stupidity. The bad thing about it is there are people in New York who elected her, who apparently enough people in New York who elected her, that believe this same crap. Now, these are the people who are going to run out. Okay, another thing. Millionaires and billionaires are moving out of New York. Imagine that. They get super taxed, additional taxes added, and all that kind of stuff, so they can support those unwilling to work. And they're moving out of New York. And Cuomo decides that he's going to blame Donald Trump for that. Donald Trump allowed them to move out of New York, so it's his fault. I am dumbfounded. But again, this is what New York has created for themselves, and I truly pray to God that New York is able to break itself into at least two separate states, so the fine folks of upstate New York who have a bit of common sense and who don't want to be enslaved by the policies of central New York Lower in New York, I don't know what it's called, where Cuomo lives, New York City is. Hopefully they will be able to get their own state and become prosperous instead of being New York. Same with California. I'd like to see them. I hope they're successful in their 3-state bid, because 2 of those states are going to be states that want to prosper and be the kind of states that America was set up to be. And then they're going to leave the San Francisco area with, their drug dealers and their street poopers and all that kind of stuff, and nobody's going to be there to finance them. The reason these states are worried about this kind of thing is because they know that if they lose the conservative population, the people who are wanting to produce, the people who are wanting to flourish and prosper, that their main core crap ideas are going to be going to heck in a handbasket, because there's not going to be anybody there to fund them. And at some point, those people starve to death, and then the people who are in the prosperous states can just annex that part and make it Prosper Stadium. Kind of a bad thing about all this, though, is that right now you got people who are these millennial progressive knuckleheads who are ruining the states that they live in, and then moving to states like Indiana because we've got good, prosperous business and stuff, and trying to ruin Indiana. They want to come here with a business and then turn into the same shithole that they turned their state into. You can't stop that from happening, other than good people can continue to vote for good policies and keep good politicians in power. And that's what we have to do. We have to really concentrate on it. So the old saying goes, all politics are local, and that's very, very true. The national politics are a very minuscule part of politics and policies in the United States. So keep on with your local politics. That's where you need to really concentrate your effort. We are still a state, one of the 50, and all power is not enumerated to the federal government and the U.S. Constitution, or delegated to the states and then to the people. So that's where the real power lies, is in state, local government. So pay attention to your state and local governments. Participate. Show up to vote. Become educated on what the issues are. But show up to vote. I don't understand. I have, ever since voting age, ever since I was registered to vote, I've never missed an election. Ever missed an election. To me, it's not only a right, it's a responsibility and a requirement for citizenship in my mind. So I do not understand people failing to vote because they're sitting back on their laurels thinking things are just fine. Things are not just fine. Things are never just fine. Day to day, things are not just fine. You must constantly fight the good fight. Whatever you believe the fight to be, you must constantly fight the good fight every day. Every minute of every day, you must be thinking about what's happening in your surrounding area, what's happening in your local politics. You have to know this. You have to think about it. Because if you don't, these jerks will take it a direction you don't want it to go, and it'll be your fault for not paying attention, not voting. Anyway, golly, voting is a very precious right to me, and so I get a little wound up about voting. Sorry about that. Well, no, actually, I'm not sorry. Everybody should be wound up about voting, and if you're not, well, maybe you're part of the problem. So, anyway, beautiful day. Enjoy it. I'm where I'm going to be going for a little bit, so I'm going to get out of the car, stop the video, and get out of the car. But you guys enjoy this gorgeous, gorgeous day. And leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on in your life and what you'd like to talk about. And that's what's going on at this time in this place. So we'll catch you later.